Well, good morning, folks. Another beautiful day. Thank you, Lord, for another gorgeous day. This is the day, another good day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. So, we are moving forward on our little scene, and right now we are getting through the last few in betweens. We still have some in betweens to do. Um, yeah, so this is a tutorial that I do daily to illustrate this little scenes and little film that I'm working on. And I do this for the purpose of helping um, you if you're making your own film and you want to see someone working in real time, then that's what I'm doing. So that for those of you who are new to my channel, this is what I'm doing. And if you go back and look at the various previous videos that I've done, you'll see that this is a continuous film that I'm working on, and that I'm doing these scenes and illustrating how I'm working on them each day. So, so welcome to the club. Hopefully, you'll hang around, and if it'll be helpful to you, I hope it is helpful to you. All right. So, anyways, so let's see. So I was in the middle of doing this one in between here. Let's see. That's this one here. So let's see. We're going from 31 to 37. First drawing is going to be 35. And let's see. Yeah, so Lenny is letting go here of her. So he's got his hand up around her neck here. Don't hurt her. All right, so I'm roughly sketching his arm here. Let's see. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, so the hand is coming back off of her body here. There we go. His body is in here. Let's see. Let's see, how does that work? Oh, I see his knee has gone. Okay. So, well, probably then, hmm, he's probably going to have to get his leg back quicker. So, probably something like, let's see, boom. And we're kind of cheating his leg back underneath. Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. Let's see. And see that little jumper suspenders there. Have to kind of cheat them back to, let's see, think. Let's see. Yeah, what happens a lot of times is there's a lot of little things sometimes in an in between where you end up having to cheat some things in and cheat some things out because you don't see them from frame to frame as a complete image. And if something's moving along at a certain speed, um, you're not going to notice all the little eccentricities in the move anyway. So sometimes you can cheat the drawing a little bit. Nobody's going to complain about it, mainly because they're not going to see it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we got 35 there. So now we know we're going to need 33 between here and here. So We'll add a drawing after, and that's going to be 33, which is an in-between. Okay, well, that's real obvious. So let's see. Um, yeah, we'll just, we'll grab Nora's head first, I think. Copy. Oh, copy, paste. All right, so then we need to move the drawing so it's in between. Okay. So yeah, I get Nora's head first, and then I get Lenny right after that. So grab Lenny's head, copy, paste, and move that so that it's in between. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that looks pretty good. Yeah. Now everything else, of course, we're just going to eyeball it, see if we're in the right spot. So I'll start out here with Nora's body here on this. Well, that arm here, I think we might be able to trace that. Let's see. What do we got here? So arm there to there. Well, let's see. Wait, so that's 31, 35. So, um, well, um, well, we could grab the arm. I think we can do that here. So we'll go copy, paste. We'll move that to there. I think that's going to work. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Pretty good. All right. We'll go with that. We'll save. Always remember that in Rough Animator, you need to save. If you are doing a lot of copying and pasting, um, save as much as you can, as soon as you can, because uh, it seems that sometimes there is an issue with the copy paste where the program might crash on you, and you need to save before it does that. I don't know if the copy paste stimulates a crash. I'm not sure, but I have had it happen to me, so I would advise you to get ahead of that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. That's good. All right, so we get Lenny's hand coming back from there to there. So we can kind of see this in between here. Let's make this bigger. Yeah, that's better. And there we go. I really enjoy all of the stuff that has to be done in animation. It's like I think we get, and I know as an animator and as an in-betweener and a breakdown artist, it's like I would be in a room with a bunch of my other colleagues who are all doing in-betweens and cleanups or whatever it was. And it's almost like it was kind of therapeutic doing this work. Because, people would think, well, if you're doing drawings, it's like you're doing the same drawing over and over and over again. And you're not really, because, each drawing is going to be different. But I don't know, there was just something very satisfying. I don't even know how to explain it about the work that we'd have to do in animation. It was almost like there was a kind of therapy that went with it. I think only folks like myself who've done this for years knows what I'm talking about. It's a very odd thing. There's a satisfaction to it. There's also sort of a kind of a sense of um, appreciation that you get doing this kind of work because, especially the years that I spent at Disney, it's like you're doing this, you're creating something very special, and it's going to be around forever and everything. So there was just this. So even though you're on the lower end of the totem pole as an in betweener or whatever, you're not the important guy at the top or the important gal at the top. It almost kind of like, in a sense, it really kind of didn't really matter because you're still a part of what's going on. You're a part of a much bigger thing. So, like I said, only those of us who've been doing this kind of understand that. In human nature, you do want to be a part of something big, and sometimes you would like to have a bigger role. But when all is said and done, it's really more important. The big picture is the thing that's the most important. You want to. Well, I would think it would be. Let's put it like that. You want to do a good job. You want the job to be, um, you want it to be good. So you put in the effort. So that'll be paste. There we go. Because everything about what you're doing it's all contributing to a much bigger thing. So it is nice to be a part of an animation production. All right, so we got that done. So now we're at 37 and we're going to 43. So we're going to first of all take the exposure on 43 down to 2 frames. And then our chart, we have 39 and 41. So 39 is in the middle. So we're at a frame here. And this will be 39, which is the breakdown wheel. Okay, so Nora is going to be kind of coming forward here. They're both, yeah, so she's coming forward. So this isn't one that we can cut and paste. This one we need to decipher the in-between. So let's very roughly put this in. Her eye line is probably going to be about here. Let's see. This is kind of coming. It's coming out and down. So boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Maybe that's a little higher. Maybe it's like that. It's maybe coming out at an angle. Dink, dink, dink. Hmm. Let's see. Maybe we could draw a little path here too, so it's going to come down like this. So maybe It's right in here, you see. Right. So it's there, there, and there. Oh, that's not too bad. I see here. There, there, and there. Okay. And the head, indicate that's right. So, it's coming down. Let's see. There's a lot of little pieces that you're looking at. Hair, yeah. Dink, dink, dink. Yeah. Like I can't really tell sometimes with an in between, and sometimes until I actually, flip the drawing if it's in the right place or not. It looks like more like it's in the right place when I'm flipping the drawing, so that I can see is it where it's supposed to be in the sequence. Because there's so many other things you're looking at. And sometimes I'll draw a path on a drawing. Just like, is it in the right path of movement? Think, think, think. Yeah. It's just interesting how different parts of a character have to be in different spots in order to look like it's in the right place. Let's see her hand. Because some stuff you can copy paste and move it and it'll look perfectly right. And then other stuff is kind of slightly turning, you know. So you have to kind of draw it, figure if that's in the right spot or not. And also, too, different parts of the body are not moving at the same rates. See, like this hand here, I'm like, she's going from here to here. Well, she's going from here to there. So see, like, I could move this hand up a little bit. I could move the hand up a little bit like this. Maybe turn it just a little bit, you know. So we got dink, dink. See what I mean? So now that tells me that maybe this hand needs to come out a little bit more, like this. Dink, dink, dink. Yeah, see now I'm in the right line. Yeah. The little things that it's funny, there's little things that you don't necessarily always see them, but you feel them if they're in the right or the wrong place. I don't know if that even makes any sense. Yeah. Okay, so then like the block here. See, the block then is kind of almost a technical thing, isn't it? Because it's got a structure to it that doesn't really change a lot. So dink, dink, dink. Yeah. things that are finite, that don't necessarily change volume much, those things are sometimes a little easier to deal with, but it's the organic things, the hands, heads, legs, arms, that are not, unless they're built in the computer. Like if you're doing a computer animated film where everything is already created in 3 dimensions, then you don't have to worry about ever losing volume on anything because it's going to be maintained. The computer will always maintain the volumes of everything. But when you're drawing, you can constantly change that. You see, it's not the volumes. Now the thing is that you're trying not to change the volumes. You're trying to keep them consistent, and that's probably maybe the thing that we're the most, as animators and certainly as assistant animators and in-betweeners, we're the most concerned about keeping the consistency from drawing to drawing there, because we know that a lot of the believability of the scene comes out of that, comes out of things being consistent from drawing to drawing. And, but that's just something you learn that the hard way, once you see something moving, you're always asking, is that right? Does that feel right? Does the drawing look solid? It's a constant thing. You're always working on trying to make it better. So, well, we are at 20 minutes, so we will stop. All right, pick up tomorrow. So y'all have a beautiful day, folks. Always good to talk with you. Hope you get something out of these little videos. For those of you, once again, who are new, I do one-on-one classes, and if you're interested, drop a comment. Uh, Check my channel out. It does have a website that has a means by which you can contact me if you want to do one-on-one classes online. All right, have a beautiful day, folks. Don't forget to thank God for your talents and gifts. And always remember, Jesus is Lord.